The media have just reported that Volkswagen set a new record for electric car sales. Is this actually true? Actually, no. No, it's not. In fact, here's what is really happening. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Great to see you. I'm the Electric Viking. My name's Sam Evans. So what is going on here? Some interesting creative reporting. Has Volkswagen really blown the roof on EV sales? They have been trying to do this. They've been ramping production of EVs, making more models, starting production in new factories, especially in China, where they've actually invested billions of dollars into new EV production. They've invested more, in fact, in China than anywhere else, which is incredible considering what's really going on in China. Yeah, no one's really talking about that though. Now, the media have just revealed this information saying Volkswagen passenger cars report that its global car sales during the second quarter of 2023 were 1.2 million. That is up 7.2% year over year. Now, obviously, last year was a pretty slow year for the car industry. So the car industry is up worldwide by around about that number. That's about average. Volkswagen's EV sales have increased even faster, says some unnamed media sources. In fact, a few of them are saying this. However, that's not really a record because this is actually their third best quarterly result. In fact, they sold 95,300 EVs in the fourth quarter of 2021. Yeah, so 2 years ago, they outsold their most recent quarter. And somehow this is being reported as Volkswagen hitting record EV sales. 2 years ago, they sold more. In fact, they actually sold more EVs even in the fourth quarter of 2022. They sold 118,000. So no, Volkswagen's EV sales, to be honest, they're not really doing that much. What models are selling? And let's actually get to the real truth of the matter here in just a second. First of all, Volkswagen EV sales represent only about 7% of the company's total sales. In fact, it's a bit less than 7%. ID4 and ID5, 59,300 sales in the second quarter of 2023. The ID3, 26,000. Other models, 9,300 for a total of 94,800. EV sales for Volkswagen Group are going really well in the United States. The ID4 is priced really well. It does qualify for incentives, 7,500. That's a good deal based on its price. So people are buying those in the US. Elsewhere, not so great. In total, Volkswagen has sold 165,000 electric cars worldwide this year. The Volkswagen brand, that is, not the group. However, Volkswagen has invested enormous sums of money into its mega factory to build EVs in China. And considering it makes normally 50% of its profits from China, 40% of its global sales in China, that's the market that matters the most to Volkswagen. It doesn't because of my opinion, it does just simply because of just statistical facts. Anyway, Volkswagen sold 48,000 EVs in China so far this year. So in 6 months, it sold 48,000 EVs in the world's biggest electric car market. That is actually a decline of 19%. EV sales this year have risen significantly in China. BYD sales are up, massively, just over 100%. Tesla sales have increased significantly as well. I believe their sales are up by about 55% in China. So EVs are selling very well this year. EV sales have increased substantially. The thing is, basically an unknown brand. You probably never heard of them unless you watch this channel. The Aeon brand in China. It's a brand, the parent company is GAC, but anyway, they're called Aeon in China. Most people have never heard of this brand. It's certainly not a brand that Chinese people are walking around saying, oh, have you heard of Aeon? Yeah, they're cool. Aeon are selling as many EVs as Volkswagen in a month compared to what Volkswagen sold over the first 6 months of the year. That's a basically unknown brand is outselling Volkswagen. Now, Volkswagen, historically for the last few years, several years in fact, has been the best-selling car brand in China for quite a long time. It's not anymore. It's lost that title to BYD. An essentially almost unknown brand is outselling them in a single month versus what they sold in the entire first half of the year. So Volkswagen is shrinking in China. Its EV sales are down 20%. The overall market for purely electric cars, so BEVs in China, has grown by 20%. Volkswagen down 20%, market up 20%. It's hit 2.1 million units so far this year. What that means is that as a share of purely electric vehicles, Volkswagen's percentage has fallen from 3.4% to 2.3%. So it's lost 33% market share. That, my friends, hasn't been reported on by the media. That's been revealed today by Car News China, by other sources in China and other media sources. They all have access to this data. And yet they're giving you this story that Volkswagen EV sales are hitting record highs. Yeah. Is it worth trusting the media? Guys, the whole point of this channel is to tell you the truth. Now, the truth is this. Volkswagen's EV sales are horrendous. They're saying the roof is on fire. That's what the CEO said to all of his managers in a so-called private meeting. The roof is on fire. The CFO then says the company is in dire straits. He said the car business is sick at Volkswagen. So what do? They made a brilliant move. Credit where credit is due. Now, is it good for Germany and Europe? No, it's terrible for Germany and Europe. It's great for China, great for Volkswagen to stay alive, to make profits. Now they can sell EVs at a profit. I think they will be able to do so because of the decision that they made to use SAIC's EV platform in China. I mean, yeah, it's basically the Chinese government that's going to be providing them with EV platforms. But anyway, Volkswagen doesn't care. They want to stay in business. And of course, they now bought a stake of Xpeng. They'll use Xpeng's G6 platform. They can just start using that platform pretty much straight away. And they're going to make cars with Xpeng. Xpeng make better EVs than Volkswagen does at a lower cost, have better technology, have better autopilot systems. Great move from them. Now, Volkswagen have only bought 5% of Xpeng, but that's what they do. They buy 5%, then they buy another 5%, they buy another 5%. They lure you in. That's what they will do with Xpeng. They're saving Xpeng, and Xpeng is saving Volkswagen from what is happening in China right now, which is what I just explained. Not what the media would tell you, is it? Anyhow, what do you think on this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.